checking out the steering links, you can clearly see a difference between the two.
Nice!
Wow! One of the hottest selling RCs on Amazon just got a full update. So today, I'm going to check it out. So this is the Haiboxing 18859A, and the brush version of this RC is the best-selling RC on Amazon. And this is second. Here we have the new Haiboxing 18872. It is brushed, and it is a fully updated version of these trucks. So in this video, we're going to compare these two, but for sanity's sakes, I'm going to refer to this as the old version and this the new. So let's check out the box. As you can see, the box art for this version is really nice. We have the truck speeding along in like a desert background. The old version definitely didn't have too much artwork on it. It was just kind of a layout of the truck. And then we have some photos of it right here. So already the packaging is pretty nice. This side of the box also has some nice artwork. I really like this center picture here. Here we have the side profile of the truck. It is pretty nice, but it is a stadium truck. And this truck is more like a monster truck. It says here this truck was crafted with precision and it's ready for adventure. This truck is ready to run. It has 4-wheel drive, 2.4 gigahertz, tension adjustable shocks, so it does have friction shocks. Ball bearings throughout. It does have a brushed motor because this is a brushed truck. Durable gears, and the electronics are splash proof. All right. Ooh, what is this? We got a little box here. This must be an accessory box. Let's see what it has. We have some kind of bushing here. I'm not too sure, but I'll find out. There's our USB charger, spare body clips. And here we have a 850 milliamp hour 2S battery, hard case. And here we have our stadium truck, has hints of green, silver, gray, pretty nice graphics. Pretty sharp. Gonna remove it for now. Place it right here. We can see the wheel of our transmitter poking out right here, along with a little brake caliper. So this thing's probably sporty looking. Excited for that. So here it is. Wow, it is very compact. Let me take this off. Very compact. I'm liking the way this feels. I can reach it really well with my thumb. Not that matters. Here we have steering trim, steering dual rate, and the reverse for that, and a speed setting. So set the speed there, and the power button. We also have an A and B channel. But yeah, this thing feels really good in your hand. Definitely like it. Let's see what else we have in our box. We have one thing, and it looks like it's the spoiler. So you do have to attach that yourself. In the back, you do have a screwdriver and the screws to do so, along with the instructions, of course. So I'm gonna put the wing and the decals on the truck so we can continue on with our comparison of these two. And bam, just like that, there it is. As you can see, I put all the decals on. Check out this nice spoiler. That thing is sharp looking on this. I also love the wheels. Great design. Checking out the front bumper, we can see all-wheel drive molded into it. That is a nice little touch. So the first thing I want to talk about is the design of the transmitter. Since I only have the brushless version of this, it did come with this transmitter. This is your typical HBX transmitter, but the brushless version comes with a different one. I'll pop it up right here. Yeah, as you can see, it's definitely not that great looking. Definitely a little bit outdated. The transmitter on the 18872 is definitely way more updated looking. We got this nice carbon fiber looking finish right here. The wheel is really sporty looking. We have nice foam on it. That carbon fiber molding does run along the backside of this and gives you actually more grip, so that's good. So overall, definitely an improvement. Gonna start off checking this thing out. So Checking out the front bumper, we can see that it does have a support right here that ties into the chassis. On a new updated version, we can see that this thing has a lot more meat for front impacts, very important. Moving on to the front suspension, might be hard to see on camera. The arms have a similar design, but this new version is definitely chunkier than the old. And also you can see the shock ends are way more protected than the old version. We can also see that the rear shock ends where they mount is also reinforced. Checking out the steering links, you can clearly see a difference between the two. New version is way chunkier. I'm going to do a quick measurement of where these things commonly break. And we have 4.4 millimeter there. Then in the same spot, we have 5 millimeter or 5.1. Checking out the chassis on the older version, we can see it's just a plain old chassis. On the new version, the chassis supposedly is reinforced. We can see that over here at this ribbing. Definitely a different texture. I'm not sure if the material is stronger, but I think RCs that are this small don't really need too much reinforcement. They're very lightweight, so they're extremely durable. The new chassis is also way more tubbed compared to the old one. The electronics do sit in deeper for more protection. Can't say much about the suspension. It is a friction suspension. It is what it is. That's the price point of the RC. You know, it comes with friction shocks. I'm sure they will eventually have a brushless version of this with oil-filled shocks, so no big deal. But it'll definitely be more expensive. Check out the roof skid. We can see that it does have one, which is nice. Here's the roof skid on the new version. As you can see, it is super thick. We got some reinforcement in the back. So when this thing lands on a lid, should take impacts no problem. The rear wing also acts like a skid guard. So, you know, in case you flip over, the wing does protect all this area in the rear body. So moving forward, we're going to turn the RC on. So just hit the power button, and then we hit the button on the RC. Came to life. Check out the lights on the roof skid and the bumper. Really like that. No lights in the back, but that's all right. So on the transmitter, if you long press B, shuts the lights off. Long press again, puts them on. I love that. Most RCs, you can't do that. The A channel is for a gyro, which this doesn't have, but they just have it open for future models. Does feel pretty powerful, not bad. Take off the body shell. That roof skid does have a nice flexible tether. Here's an overview of the chassis. So first thing I noticed right away is a new way they mount these servos. I wasn't a fan of the whole Y setup they used before, which this has, as you can see right here. I've had some problems with this in the past with RCs, so definitely nice. Servo action is smooth, no binding or rubbing against anything. It also has a shorter arm, so it's going to be more sturdy and less flexible. So the steering should be way more direct. It also sounds really smooth. We can see on the previous models, the arm is super long, goes all the way across the chassis. Servo is definitely louder. The center chassis brace is now fully solid. No break points in the middle, like this has. Here we have our 380 brushed motor with heatsink. There is the ESC. It is splash proof. I think it's a 25 amp, not too sure, but probably a 25 amp. There's our second battery. You get about 30 plus minutes of runtime with this. Not too bad. So not much more I can say about this. I definitely like all the improvements they've done. A lot of revising, a lot of retooling. Should make for a lot more durable truck. Not to say that they weren't durable before, but this should be really durable now. Sadly, I have to wait a couple days for the rain to clear, but I can't wait to work this thing. All right, it's early in the morning. Got the truck right here. Let's see what it does in 2S. Truck's on. There it is. Now, I know this thing is not going to set any speed records, but, you know, let's just see what it does. All right, so already off the gate, I got to set the trim. So, not bad. I think that was on low speed. I'll put on high speed. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. So yeah, you just gotta realize what this RC's aimed for. It's aimed for, you know, a beginner, like a young child. So it's not gonna be the fastest thing in the world. But yeah, let's see what it does. All right, track start. We are tracking. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of fun. You can just go full throttle and not worry about the speed. All right, let's see what it does. Hard to see because my phone is dimming. All right, there we go. So stop, read. 17 miles an hour, not bad. Just for fun, let's see what it does on the slow speed. We'll assume something like 14, 13. Yeah, maybe less than that. But yeah, like I said, this is for like a beginner. This RC is supposed to be for, you know, 8+, supervised, of course. Yeah, stop, read. 14, not too bad. Put it back to fast mode. There we go. I gotta say, on the fast speed mode, it is definitely fun. Tires grip really well. Yeah. I can see a young kid having a lot of fun with this. And the parents don't have to worry about the RC smashing into a pole or someone's leg, someone's toe, you know. But yeah, let's see how it does at the skate park, huh? All right, so in my last video, I tested the 18859A. So, without a doubt, I know this thing's gonna be durable. Same chassis, except it's revised, so it's a lot stronger, I would assume. It shouldn't have any problems at the skate park. My only concern is those friction shocks. I don't know how it's gonna land, we'll see. Definitely wanna send it on that over there. That should be interesting. But yeah, let's do it. All right, I gotta say, this thing is sharp looking. I'm really feeling the body. Man, same thing with this transmitter. Feels really good in my hand. Loving all the LED lights. I mean, this RC is like 70 something dollars. I can't remember, close to 80, but I think it's a bargain for someone looking for a beginner RC for like a young kid or something. I mean, the details on this thing for 70 bucks, 70, $80, amazing. I can say for sure that the tires are grippier, or they feel grippier, I don't know. Whoa, definitely harder to drive with the friction shocks, I already know. Oh wow, it lands really good with them. Oh. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, hold on. We have an LED hanging out. Gotta slide that back in. Might wanna hot glue these in if they can't handle big jumps. But we'll see if they fall out again. But yeah, that was pretty cool. This thing's like really controllable. It's taking the drops. Wow. All right, it's doing better than I thought it would be. The only problem is you hit a bump and sometimes you lose steering. That's the friction shocks. Wow, yeah, takes it, man. Oh, yeah. Whoa, went up high. Nice, dude. All right. Oh, all right, it's not doing bad. I'm impressed. Oh, I think I gotta sharpen the steering though. Yeah, I'm gonna sharpen the steering so I can make it over, like around this. Having some problems there. Ooh. All right, all right. Looks like our LED light is out. It's the same one, so maybe this one just isn't clipped in all the way. I don't know. But yeah, definitely if you're gonna be jumping this thing, a little hot glue in the back of the bumper would keep them more secure. I don't know if mine's just not clipped in. Definitely have a little bit less control over the bumps. So that's where oil-filled shocks shine. But these friction shocks are not that bad. I've definitely driven RCs with worse. These kind of handle it pretty good. I mean, look, it just took that bump, no problem. Or that jump, I should say. So no worries there. They're actually halfway decent friction shocks. Could be just because this is also lightweight. Having a lot of fun with this thing because it's not super fast, but it's fast enough for the skate park. So some kid would definitely have fun just, you know, blasting it around. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Super fun. Small brushed RC and I'm having a time. Well, not of my life, but I'm having a good time here. Definitely has the fun factor. Oh. Was not paying attention there. Does really good in that section. And you gotta realize these are the roughest conditions an RC is gonna be in, so. Wow, yeah, this thing's wicked fun. It's nice because I can, you know, full throttle the trigger, not worry about speed, because hey, the speed is limited, right? All right, let's give it some big jumps. I'll give this thing the full send. Full throttle. Ooh. Still driving. Nice. Wow, this thing's doing as good as the 18859A. Oh, ooh, that was a side hit. Still good. Thought the video was gonna be over right there, but nope. I forgot these things are ultra durable. Pick you back up, my friend. Sun is shining. Oh, yeah. Woo! I get worried, but this thing's taking it. Oh, hold on. The wing got out of place. There we go. Oh. Gotta watch out for that sharp corner. All right, full throttle. Nice. Actually had some air control there. Oh, land. That's where the other one got caught up, right in the same spot. Perfect. Almost. Oh, yeah. Wow. So yeah, wow. I'm impressed. This thing is equally as fun as the purple one I just did. Nice. All right, it's actually more controllable too since it's slower. Definitely doesn't have as much air control, but you know, it is what it is. Took it like a champ. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy. I wanna see how my kid does with this thing. Wow, beautiful. Wow. So I'm gonna end the skate park session here. Yeah, this thing is awesome.